Yo, what is going on, guys? I'm here to a brand new video. Today we are here with our WPL Season 7 Week 7 battle against Jake, coach of the Miami Mimikyus. We have some interesting teams here with two traded Mons on both sides. Actually, he didn't bring the second Mon I gave him, but if you didn't watch the team trade video, which I probably did one. Probably, maybe not, but I most likely did a trades video. Then you wouldn't know that I traded away my Victini and my Lando I for Lando T and Melodic. Now these trades, they're not the best trades I feel like I could have potentially got for this team, but I do feel like they definitely help the team a lot. I love having Victini on my team, but it doesn't do that much other than just try and break a wall or two on a team. I mean, in some certain cases it can do so much, but in some battles it does not have any matchup. And I had to bring it every week. It felt like I'm pretty sure I did bring it all the first 6 weeks of the season because my team just doesn't have that many mons that I feel I can bring consistently and they can work consistently. I have a lot of mons that only can work in certain matchups, so I'm trying to change a little bit with Lando and T and Milotic fitting pretty well into most matchups. Definitely helping our bulky side of our team overall. And yeah, I'm happy with the trades, honestly. So my team this week is Lando T, Aurora, Milotic, Snorlax, Starmie, and Roserade. And Jake brought Cresselia, Fortress, Haxorus, Victini, Hitmontop, and Mega Sableye. Now, straight away looking at his team, I am really afraid of Victini because it shreds through my team. It shreds through pretty much all my mons. There's two mons on my team that can take like a hit from Victini. Those being actually there's a couple, but nothing takes it well other than maybe my Lotic takes Bolt Strikes and Fusion Bolts, even with only thinking about 38, 39%, because I'm Flame on my Lotic with the Marvel Scale, which you're going to see is pretty important to this game. But other than that, Haxorus is super scary. If it gets like 2 D-Dancers up, it pretty much just wins this game. So I have to make sure that doesn't happen. Mega Sableye is also kind of threatening. I hate Will-O-Wisp against my team because it cripples my best two mons, being Lando and Aurora. Hitmontop's always kind of an interesting bulky mon, and it definitely is scary towards me, I'd say. I'm not like super afraid of it doing like a ton of work, but it's definitely a mon I'm not too excited to play. And then there's Fortress and Cresselia. I'm honestly not that afraid of either of them. I don't find either of them that scary. So, yeah, let's jump straight into this game. Now, he leads Victini, I lead Lando. I'm going to switch out because I'm fearing that he has Glaciate. I want to know if he has Glaciate. I know there's literally no chance he'd Bolt Strike on turn 1, so I'm just going to go Milotic. And he's going to U-turn out. So that to me confirms he does not have Glaciate. So he goes Cress here, and I'm going to try and go for a Dragon Tail, I believe, or Toxic. And he subs up with Cress. And only now do I realize Cress is actually scary. He's going to go for a Calm Mind, and I am just going to U-turn out and break the sub. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't think Crest was a threat towards me. I just felt I could deal with it pretty easily. I did not think about sub Calm Mind being an issue towards me, because I just didn't think about sub. Honestly, Calm Mind I felt could be threatening, but if I got a Toxic off of my Lotic, it's not that scary. So I'm going to switch into Aura as he sets up a second one. I'm going to hit him up with a knockoff here, knock off his lefties, which is really nice. And I'm going to take a Side Shock pretty badly, but here I was considering just doubling to Lando to try and catch his recover, and then maybe try and crit him with a Z Supersonic Sky Strike, because that is what I was with my Lando this week. And that was pretty much, if he recovers, I'm pretty much just going to say that's the only way I can beat him at this stage. So, came with a lot of relief that he didn't do that, he just Side Shocked. I don't know why, but I'm thinking maybe he didn't have recover. I'm pretty sure he would have, but it might have been just to throw him making a pretty bad play there, because he could have just won the game with Crest, but doesn't do that. Anyway, I'm going to go into my Landorus, hit him with a U-turn, goes Fortress. I'm going to go into Roserade, actually, trying to threaten him out with HP Fire. I don't think it worked, because I'm pretty sure he just stays in and sets up a screen in front of me. As I go back into Landorus, because if I can get a Sword Stance up here, he doesn't have good switch-ins. So, I'm going to set up my first Sword Stance as he goes for a light reflect. So now he has dual screens, but I am a +4 Lando, and he goes to Hitmontop. Now I know I could just Z-Fly and knock him out here, but I decided to not waste it, because I could use that later, and a fly at this stage is going to knock him out, so I'm just going to go for that. He's obviously going to choose to stack Crest after this, but it's fine, because at this stage I don't think he has anything that can knock Lando out. And I make a stupid play. I did not think about Z-Dragon on Haxorus, and he's able to just knock me out. So, we are 14 turns in, and I have lost my 2 best offensive threats towards his team. And I threw Lando away. I needed Lando in this game. If I kept that for later, I could potentially just sweep his team in the late game, but now I'm going to struggle with this. Now, I'm going to go for a nice Dragon Tail as the Hitmontop comes in, and it goes to Victini, and I wanted to recover to scout how much a Bolt Strike does, but doesn't go for it. Now here I'm going to just spam some Scalds, or Toxic, then Scald, and then Recovers to try and get rid of Hitmontop here, because Hitmontop is pretty annoying. He reveals EQ, then Mach Punch, and you can see Scald's doing absolutely nothing. I'm pretty sure I was uninvested, so I didn't expect it to do much, but the Toxic at least is racking up on him, and he's getting pretty low, so he's going to go Sableye here. I hit him with a Scald again, and we do burn him. Now here, I'm going to make an aggressive play and go Starmie. I thought he would I thought he probably would recover, because he'd want to be at full health, as he actually goes for a Calm Mind, and this is good for me, because I can hit him on with Dazzle and Gleam here and knock him out, but he's going to go for a Recover, and this is going to do 98. That right there is Specs Analytic Starmie just doing what it does, and absolutely destroying this mon. And he is going to drop to burn. Now that is huge, because Sableye was pretty threatening at this stage. Now I know Victini is just going to come in and start firing off Bolt Strikes, but he actually just U-turns, so I'm fine with that. So now he goes Fortress, and I'm going to get a Recover up as he goes for a light screen. I'm going to hit him with 1 Scald here. I really want this burn on the Fortress, that would be super helpful, but he's going to Volt now, go into his Victini, and my play is always Recover, because I want to know how much this does. He hasn't revealed yet how much it did, but it does 37, and I could just sit in front of this. So, at this stage of this game, I actually think, I'm thinking, you know, this could be a pretty nice win melodic right here. I don't see what can break me. And I think he switches because he's Scarfed. And we go for another Recover as he goes into this. I'm going to throw off a Scald here and actually pick up a Burn, I believe. No, I'm going to pick up the Burn this turn. So, that's really nice. The Fortress is now burned. Does a bit less for physical moves if it has any. And it just isn't as scary. Now he goes Haxorus. And I'm going to fire off a Scald, I believe. No, I fire off a Detail. And this brings him into Hitmontop. Oh, Fortress. But he taunted me. And that scares me, because now my Melodic, I know that can't sit in front of Haxorus, and I don't see what can. So I'm going to go into my Roserade here, trying to, you know, just double out into anything, and he's going to Volt Switch into Victini and just knock me out. I had no switch-ins to Victini at that stage. I could not go my Melodic in case he did click Bolt Strike, because he'd be able to knock me out pretty easily. And that was super threatening to me. Now, here, I'm going to go into my Starmie, because I know his choice got Victini. And I'm going to be fast now, I can just knock him out with Scald. So I'm going to Scald into this Hitmontop, and I don't think he goes for a Mock here, does he? No, he does, he gets 10, 15. And I'm going to be able to get that nice KO. And now I know right now, if he goes Victini, he's choice Scarfed, and he goes Victini. So here I'm going to go into my Snorlax to try and take a Fusion Bolt, or Bolt Strike, and he gets a crit Para. Like, this man's out here getting crit Paras on me. He gets Fortress now, though, and I'm going to go for a rest. I just want to be at full health, and I do want to start casting up here, because if I do, he doesn't have many switch-ins. So, we're going to get a nice Sleep Talk rest. I believe he Volts now into Victini, as I think we get another Sleep Talk rest, he goes Haxorus. Now Haxorus is so scary if it D-dances up now. Luckily for me, we get a curse up, which is super important, because he's going to go for a taunt now. I wake up and go for a crunch. I had crunch on there because he had Sableye, and I didn't want to be in a situation where I couldn't hit it. But now he goes for a D-dance, and he's pretty scary. However, he can't 2-hit KO me, and after the Reflect wears out, I knock him out here with crunch. So he just sacks off Fortress. He wants to switch into Victini, because if he gets that, he can recreate me pretty easily, and that's still going to hurt so much, as I'm not Fig Fat, so that does so much damage, and I'm going to get a nice rest off. Now at this stage, to knock out Victini, I need Sleep Talk Crunch right here, and you're going to see we get Sleep Talk Crunch right here, knock out the Victini, and yeah, at this stage, all he has left is this, and he can D-dance up right now. And I'm going to Sleep Talk, and we get rest. So, right now, we're in a position where I can still lose this game. Because now, if he crits Snorlax with Dragon Claw, or reveals he has Outrage, he wins the game. He does not. And we're going to be able to knock this Haxorus out with a crunch and pick up a 3-0 win over Jake and the Miami Mimikyus, putting us to 3 and 4 with an X3 differential now. So yeah, that game was a nice win for us. Nice 46 turn game as well. Honestly, a pretty long game for the season. That probably is my longest game for the season, honestly. But good game to Jake. Now, he was pretty mad about me getting the first turn on Victini, the first turn crunch here. But it was definitely my favour to get a crunch on one of these turns, because I would have lived another V-create. And it's about a 66% chance I would get an attacker, a crunch off on one of those. Now, if it had been the second one, he just lost the game, because he couldn't even get a D-dance up with Haxorus, because I'd wake up the next turn, so he'd have to knock me out, and then Starmie could just come in and knock him out. So me knocking this Victini out on this turn actually gave him a shot at winning, so I don't see why he was mad, honestly. I guess he could have got some luck if maybe I hadn't got Sleep Talk Crunch on either of them. He could have won that. He could have still won the game. But I got enough luck to at least pick up one win here, which is nice. After these last 2 weeks, I'm honestly just glad we could take a nice win here over Jake. I'm hoping we can beat Nacho next week. I'm pretty sure that's who I play. I'm pretty afraid because Nacho's doing pretty well this season. I think he's 5-2, I think. He could be 6-1, but I'm pretty sure he's 5-2. So either way, he's a super threatening opponent, and his team is scary. So yeah, that's gonna be the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.